Ruby is known as the king of gemstones. I don't know if it gets much better than being king other than being queen, but that says to me that it's basically it's a red, solid red. Rubies can vary in terms of the hue of red, and you're going to get a little something across the spectrum today. But what you're going to get mainly is quality. What you're going to get is big and a bold look, and you're going to get it for pennies on the dollar. We're going to start out with a pair of earrings, but real quick, I want to let you know, for those of you who are watching on TikTok, if this is the first time you've joined us, I'd like to welcome you. My name is Chris. Thank you so much for watching. Stay watching because you're not going to want to miss it. But the way you're going to do it with TikTok is you're going to click on the bio, the link, and that will take you to the website, which will then get you these amazing prices, which are guaranteed for up to 24 hours. Today, of course, is Halloween. So, I was going to wear I had an outfit, if any of you have ever seen Dazed and Confused. I started to grow the mustache and everything, or the beard, and I was just going to shave everything off and do the McConaughey. I had like a little blonde wig, had the bell bottoms, kind of these little orange bell bottoms, this Ted Nugent shirt and everything, but decided against it because I didn't want to confuse anybody. So now we're just wearing an orange shirt. That's good enough, yeah? All right, now for everybody else, Sold 101 is what you're going to enter in the comments section. For example, this is Sold 101, this beautiful pair of classic ruby earrings. The next item will be Sold 102 in the comments section, so on and so forth. And that is how you get these amazing deals, which we've been promised have been taken lower or as low as they've ever been. So a few exceptions apply. But to start out with, I can't think of anything finer. We've got a full carat 65. Beautiful ovals here. These are in 14 karat yellow gold. These are lever backs. Lever backs, I've taken an informal quiz, or I guess poll, amongst all the staff here of ladies that wear earrings, and lever backs seem to be the leader in the clubhouse. Why? Because they snap shut. They keep your jewelry safe and secure on the ear. Now, keep in mind, some of what we'll be showing you today, it may be in vermeil, and it may be in silver, it may be in this case, 14 karat gold. Now, if we could scroll down just a hair, I know we've got a carat, up and then up a little bit more. That's okay, that's good enough. 14 karat yellow gold. I was just, because the way the lights are, I'm not used to getting up, or being on air at least. I'm just getting up, but not being on air this early, so my eyes are quite adjusting. I'm like, is that rose gold? No, this is going to be 14 karat yellow gold. But here's the good news. For a pair of earrings like this, and I've got to assume this is the Montepuez material from Mozambique, but you're looking at a small fortune. Rubies are one of those gemstones that maintain their value big time. In fact, rubies, emeralds, the classics, sapphire, for example, they tend to maintain their value. They're rare indeed, of course. But something I recently read, I believe it was Jewelers. I don't want to cite it because I can't be 100% certain where it was. But they were talking about how even though there's been new deposits here and there that have been found, that the price continually increases in terms of these gemstones. Those top three I just mentioned, rubies, emeralds, sapphire. Folks, these are $359. These are in 14 karat yellow gold. You're getting over 80 points a piece on each of these. It's a classic design. It's got nice articulation, perfect for any occasion. Going to give you that extra red pop of color, which of course red, one of the hardest colors to come by in nature. Nature doesn't like making red. But when it does, and it makes it in the form of a ruby, there's nothing finer, because rubies, and again, $359. Yeah, you heard me right. Rubies are one of those, well, they've been probably the most celebrated gemstone of all time, other than maybe a blue sapphire. The thing they have in common with a blue sapphire, they're both from the corundum family, right? What does that mean? Well, it means, A, you're going to get Mohs hardness scale. In other words, how hard is it to scratch a ruby? And when you get genuine rubies, it should be a 9, roughly, give or take, quarter point or whatever, on the Mohs hardness scale. So about the only thing that can scratch a ruby would be a lab-created moissanite, maybe, or a diamond. So you've got something that's going to be strong, durable, and that's going to withstand the test of time, something that can be passed down for generations and generations to come. So that's another fantastic thing about it, also known as the King of Gemstones. We mentioned that before. The Gemstone of Kings and Queens. Folks, these are fantastic. The articulation is excellent. You're talking about probably roughly an inch from top to bottom. You can get them for $72 on Budget Pay. Now, I want you guys to look alive on that Budget Pay. If you're not familiar with that, that's just 0 credit check, 0 interest payments available to everybody out there. It's not any kind of credit card or anything like that. So whenever I talk about Budget Pay, it just means, you know, if you want to stretch out the dollars. Some of us are on budget. Most of us are. And we try to stick to it. But what you're going to see today is going to so blow your mind that you will not want to pass it up. And you've got such deep, rich pigeon blood red color. Now, they look more fire engine red there, but I'm going to bring these in just a little bit closer so you can see. Say when.
It's good.
They're going to be dangling all over the place.
Yeah, it's good right there, yeah.
So, again, this will be sold 101 inch from top to bottom. These are going to be perfect for any occasion. These are perfect for that very, very high-end shindig you might be going to, but they are perfect also if you're just going out to the ballpark to watch a kid play soccer or whatever it may be, and they are spectacular. So we're coming in at about 80 points a piece, so we're closing in on that 1 carat mark on each of them. These are sensational, folks. Again, they're in 14 karat yellow gold. We're going to move on, but in terms of the amount that we have, and I told you to print this out for me, DJ, so I wouldn't have to bug you. We've got about, we've got 4. We have 4. So, I don't usually like to do a hard sell and kind of put a lot of pressure on you, but when we're down to 4, that tells me this is a very popular item, or that we got very, very few of them in because it's a very popular item and it's hard to get and give to you at this price. So take advantage of that, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to move. And I hope everybody out there is having a great, great Halloween so far. Feel free to write in. This is live and interactive. Let me know what you plan on dressing up as. I don't know if I'm going to go out and dress up as anything, but I do have that McConaughey get up. I just don't have the mustache to go with it. I'm going to go buy one of the Super Mario mustaches. So next up, we've got something that's going to be, you want to talk about value. A lot of people can't afford rubies. We will have later on in the show, and I'm always going to give you a heads up on what's genuine. And I think we have a lab created here, which is beautiful. And lab created rubies are beautiful, but most people will only own a lab created. To be able to own the real deal is something that's very special as well. What we have here is what we call in the business a Texas twofer. We broadcast out of Austin, and these are fantastic. Oh my gosh. And I love the mounting on them as well too. So not only are you getting genuine rubies, you're getting a pendant, you're getting the ring, but you're also getting the chain. Call that a Texas threefer. This is a Montepuez ruby. Montepuez, Mozambique is producing some of the finest in the world. You look it up. Go do your own homework. But you'll find that Burmese rubies or Myanmar rubies have traditionally been known as the most sought after and the most highly prized and the most valuable. Second, if not mirroring or at least twinning the Burmese ruby, is that Montepuez Mozambique material. That is what you are getting here. But the difference is, if you go to a traditional retail establishment, you probably end up paying close to $400 or maybe $700, somewhere in that range. Here, we're giving you this whole setup, including the ring. Make sure you get it in your size. There's only 6 and 7 available. That's the bad news. It's sizable though. That's the good news. We're doing this for $69.99. $69.99, $17.50 on a budget pay. That's something you don't see every day. You got this beautiful sort of infinity style design in a crisscross. And then you've got ditto that on the pendant there. Now again, it will come with a chain. This is going to be an 18-inch chain, all in sterling silver. Sterling silver chain costs you about $69.99 for a chain like this at least. So it's like you're getting the ring and the pendant. So this is perfect to get for yourself, whether you're a ruby lover or not, and you just want to have something that's sort of subtle and low key, but that also, because of that red, it just does command attention. But again, we only have this available in a 6 and 7. It's $69.99. $17.50 for budget pay. So you get it home for $17.50. You pay no dollars in shipping. All you're going to pay is the tax. So it's going to be 20 and some change. You're going to get it home. You're going to have the ring. You're going to have the pendant. You're going to have the chain. And you're going to have a big smile on your face because you just got the deal of a lifetime. This might be one of the better deals that we have in the entire company. But here's the problem. There's only 10 of them. If you can't get a 6, if you can't, these will sell out. These will sell out. I'm almost certain of it because we've got the course of 24 hours that we're keeping it at the $69.99. I think we were doing this at $99.99, which I think was a fantastic before price, and probably will go back to that price within the next 24 hours. So today is the 31st. By the 1st, I would imagine that at least bumps back up maybe to the 99 or 89, something like that. But why you can get it for $69.99, what you're getting is sensational. You're getting genuine rubies here, ladies and gentlemen. All wildly underpriced. This is the beauty of Shop LC. One of the things we can do here, and that's sold 102. Sold 102. There's only 10 of them left. I cannot stress that enough. There's only 10. Now, actually, you know what? Let me bring it in for you. Can we scroll down just a little bit? Because I do notice a couple accenting stones. I want to say they're probably white zircon. Yep. Scroll down just specifications, if we could please. Yeah, so you're getting about 9 points, and those are going to be just the slight adornments that you see here and there. But and it's a nice touch. It's a touch that we didn't have to do. They could have just mill grained it out, which is nice too. But the fact they actually did real zircons, white zircon, all natural gemstone, oldest gemstone. Not to be confused with the cubic zirconium. That's sold 102. Now here's the deal. We've got 10 of those. We're, less than 55 days out for Christmas? That would make an excellent Christmas gift. Let's think about doing that. Also, you know somebody with a July birthday. I don't know if I mentioned that, but that's something that definitely to consider as well. This is July's birthstone, and glorious indeed. Now, we're going to move on. That's sold 102, ladies and gentlemen. Sold 102. We're going to move on to a pair. That's not them. Of Asher Cut. That is them. No, these. Well, we must have had them in the rounds, because that's what I have here. But they look just like they're the exact same design. But all you need to know. Yeah, they gave us the rounds. These are sensational. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we
Make sure
we don't have that one.
So we
Well,
don't.
We can do the rounds.
Okay, we do not have the Asher cuts that you might see. Those are going to be, and we're going to work behind the scenes. But I've got to show, dude. I do not. DJ, I do not want, I can't gloss over this. These are two fantastic.
Yeah, we'll do that one.
Okay. Well, for me, a round, I'm like, that's all you have to say was round. Round is the most desirable. We do have an Asher cut. Hopefully, maybe those might have sold out, and maybe that's the reason why the company gave us these. But I'm not mad at them because you're getting the most pigeon blood red looking rubies here that you're ever going to see. Now these are going to be simulated, so we're talking about basically if we're talking simulated, we're talking a diamond, like a CZ. But that is the absolute ideal color that you want when you're looking at a ruby. Now these are going to be inside out hoops. This is not a new phenomenon. They've been around for quite some time, but it has been an instant classic. So you're getting that. What would be this if we're talking about genuine rubies here? And stay with me for a second. These are Sol 103. If we're talking about genuine rubies here, there is no way on God's green earth that you would get these for a penny. I don't think you get these for a penny less than $18,000. The quality, the look that you're getting, the transparency, the absolute rich pigeon blood red, which is the most ideal, in my opinion. I mean, different people like different things, but what you're getting these for is the headline here, and they are substantial. $9.99. $9.99. Even if you own rubies, even if you own a pair of inside-out hoops, get these for $9.99. I'm telling you, look, these are going to be in stainless steel. It's going to be the perfect. I mean, it looks like platinum. Unless somebody breaks out a jeweler's loop on your earrings, you are going to have what looks to be about a $15,000 to $20,000 pair of earrings. They are sensational, and for $9.99, you can't afford to not get them. Basically, we're talking about just shy of an inch, I would say, from top to bottom. Well, right at Goldilocks territory. For some reason, we do have budget pay available. That's just for scale. For some reason, we do have budget pay available. So if you don't want to do the $9.99, I encourage you to just go ahead. I usually say go for the budget pay. $9.99. Just go ahead and get them for $9.99. But we do have two budget pays of $5. So on this one, I would say I'm trying to look to see how many we have available. Stand by, because we're live here. But no, I don't see. I'm trying to get the count. Okay, there we go. Oh, well, there's one pair. So we're moving on. Sold 103, and we're moving. Sorry for the tease, ladies and gentlemen. You may be able to get them. I hope you do. $10. There's one pair. So, gosh, I wish we had more. This would be a great gift-giving idea. Now, I'll see if I can work on some for maybe the next show. We'll see if we can't wrangle something up. Maybe we can find the Asher cuts or something like that in between, because we're doing a 2 p.m. show as well, because that's such a great get and such an expensive look. Now, we're going to move back on to some genuine rubies. And what we have here is a gorgeous, oh, wow, stop this. This is all in silver. This is one I saw right before the show, and I saw on the papers, and then I was like, I looked at it and I was like, I thought they were. I thought these were synthetic as well. No, what we have here were Nyassa rubies, so we're Fisher fill. Let's talk a little bit about the Fisher filling process. What that has done, came out several years back, and what that has done has allowed you to get genuine gemstone, some of the most expensive looking rubies that there are with the genuine ruby. Basically, it's just a process whereby they fill. They'll use a little bit of lead glass. It's not contaminating. It's not any kind of anything to worry about there. But they'll fill it with a glass that basically any kind of fissures or any sort of cavities there might be in what is an existing genuine ruby, corundum ruby. And they'll fill those, and it's seamless. And then you basically get what would normally be probably in the probably the $10,000 to $20,000 range, because you've got a huge center stone here, right? But it is maintaining the fact that you're getting genuine rubies, and you're getting a whole lot of them. You got 20 carats in total. Some of those are going to be in the white zircon surrounding this halo, surrounding that monster sized oval right there. We're which is probably a bad use of words there, but that, I don't know, Goliath size, it is a massive oval ruby right there. The light return on it, the fire that you see in it, this would be, under any normal circumstances, extremely expensive. You've got, occasionally you'll see me kind of go over it with this. It's just a little light that we have here. That just kind of shows you the amount of chromium that's in those, which makes them fluoresce, which is, has in the past was sort of one of the ways to sort of tell if something was sort of Burmese or Myanmar because of the chromium content, but because Mozambique displays a lot of that, especially with the Thai rubies as well, because Thailand's, we're right there next to Myanmar or Burma. But I digress. 20 carats, this is $239. $239. You did not hear me stutter. Now, there is one of them, maybe two. I'm going to say two. Maybe there was two of this last one too, because sometimes when we check them out, there's more, there's like, in other words, last in stock. Do you love this? It's going to say sold on the website. So there probably is only one of them. And that's this very one right here. You're getting a beauty. You are absolutely getting a beauty. So there's one left. It's going to say sold. So what I want you all to do is go and call the number 877-899-0490. That is your personal shopper line. Say, hey, I was watching the live stream with Chris on there this morning, and he says it's saying sold out on the website. So you're gonna have to go to this step. Whoever wants this is gonna have to go and do that step. It's sold. I don't think that at that point would it matter? They wouldn't have to tell them it's sold 10 anything.
Oh no, it'll be sold 105.
It'd still be sold 105.
Yeah.
But there is one left. So you're going to see a lot of that today. We're talking about rubies. Folks, even here, and that's probably why it's like, man, they don't seem prepared. No, it's not that we're not prepared. It's that rubies sell so fast. They sell so fast, we can't keep them in stock. So I feel like I gotta start moving really, really quick now, because as of from yesterday, some of this stuff was still available on the website, and it was still available probably at higher prices, and people will pay those high prices. But as it stands, I suspect and I hope we have at least one of these. If I'm going to go ahead and move on, if somebody would like has gotten in touch with a personal shopper, and you want to actually see it, we'll have the lovely Miss Lauren model it for you, because this is the one that's remaining. If this is even remaining, if somebody else hasn't, but I doubt they know that trick to call a personal shopper. So we're going to move on, but and I hate to give it short shrift because it is so lovely, in fact, but just because there's only one, don't want to waste the time, but it's worth it. Take advantage of that. That was like, what is it, $239? No, we should definitely be 2 zeros behind that. All right, so now we have a pair of studs, classics. They're rounds. There's 2 of them. I hate to keep doing this to you guys. There's only 2 of them, though. Look, we're creating urgency. It's not necessarily what I want to do, but I'm happy that at least 2, possibly 3 of you, and if it ends up being sold out, again, that's the modality you want to do. You want to try to get in touch with a personal shopper. 877-899-0490. Say, hey, it's sold out on the web, but Chris wanted me to let you know they've got them checked out. They've got 1 pair checked out. Sometimes, and then they can check to see. I think they have the capabilities to check and see if, in fact, those are checked out, and that there is maybe 1 pair left. These are in 18 karat yellow gold. You're talking about absolutely gorgeous. Again, pigeon blood red. You've got rounds, the most desirable cut there is to be had. And I'm not seeing the carat weight, but in terms of the millimeter, I'm going to go out on a limb. 2 carats. Okay. For $597. They put them in 18 karat gold. You've got screwbacks on here. You want to have screwbacks when you're talking about such a valuable gemstone. You want to protect it. You want to make sure it doesn't fall off. Because what are you going to do then? Well, I mean, you can get them insured. In fact, this is one, and again, there is only, or what did we say, 2?
For that one, 2, yeah.
There are only 2, possibly 3. This is the classic. It's the ideal. Gentlemen, if you have your ear pierced, get these. 6 millimeters, a carat apiece, roughly, give or take a point. But between the 2 of them, a minimum of 2 carats. And rounds, and pigeon blood red, and in 18 karat gold, and screwbacks. Whew. Triple A quality. And, we talk about fluorescing. It doesn't get any finer than that. That is because, oh my gosh. So these look, I've sold Burma rubies before, which are known as the best in the land. I don't know that these are Burma material, but they're probably somewhere near that line, I suspect. Take them out, get them home. For $597, you're getting a carat apiece, for all intents and purposes. Take them home, go out. Don't tell them what you paid for it. Take them out and get them appraised. You'll thank me in the morning, or once you get that appraisal back. Again, you put the best in the best. We wouldn't put these in 18 karat gold if we weren't talking about the finest. Now, again, these are not going to be Fisher filled. You're talking about the genuine, 100% genuine rubies. More than likely will be heat treated. 95% of rubies are heat treated, but you're talking about something truly spectacular, something very, 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 very valuable here. You can get them for $119 on budget pay. There's 3 pairs, I think. It may say 2. If you've joined this show later on, if you're watching this as a replay, $597.99 is what you will call the personal shopper with. Add that number, 877-899-0490. And tell them, nope, Chris said $597. He said to call you, and he said to tell you they had one checked out. Can you see if that one's checked out? If it is, book it. Take advantage of it. Get that. Yes, yes, yes. Huge yes on those. All right? This is sold 106.
106, yes.
Sold 106. Very, very important pair here. Perfect for any occasion. Wearable every day. Ballpark, boardroom, bedroom, you name it. Those are what you need. If you're a lover of rubies, in the gold too, 18 karat, that's not something you see every day. Actually, you could probably see it at your finest jeweler in your town, but you would see them for probably closer to our estimated retail price, which is about $4,000. $4,000, $600. No brainer. Take advantage. Those are amazing. There's 2. So that was sold 106. And next up, we are going to bring you to something. If I can find it.
Should be right behind you.
Waterfall?
Wait, what?
Yes, waterfall.
Far left.
Oh, okay.
Waterfall.
Wait, what are you talking about? So it's called waterfall.
Well, you ever heard that song?
No.
This is when you do chase the waterfalls. It's an old TLC. You guys are too young to remember. Why, back in my day, there was this TLC song called "Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls." Oh my gosh. What you have here, these can't be. It can't be real. I want to say that it says they're Nyassa rubies, but this is $177.99. This has to be like lab created or something. Yes. Scroll down. And then, but it just doesn't have the carat weight. Let me tell you this. Okay, this is sold 107. It doesn't have the carat weight on the website. These are genuine rubies. Yes. The carat weight. You're going to be curious about that. For whatever reason, we don't have the carat weight on the website. I will say this. Each of those has to be at least a full carat. So we're talking 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. This has got to be over 20 carats. And if we're talking about Nyasa, that means we're talking about, yes, 20, oh, it has it here, 26 carat 85. 26 carat 85. Everyday price was $199. That's amazing. $199 for this. Look at this. Look at this. For genuine rubies. This is $177 today. If you take advantage of it right now, there's 6 of them. $177.99. Hello, vendors out there. If you are watching, each one of these are pigeon blood red. Ideal. You've got nice transparency on them. Typically, rubies will end up being a little bit cloudy, a little bit. You've got fire, you've got color, you've got size, most assuredly. There's not, I mean, look, there's not a small one here. These are minimum a full carat, I think. I mean, they got to be like 7x8s. Folks, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. This is something I can imagine. Now, it's going to be platinum over sterling silver. That's helped to keep the price low. It's all still precious metal. 18 inches on the necklace. You do have a couple little sort of, let's see. Okay, there's 6 of these. That's all I have to say. So you do have, yeah, you've got a little bit of wiggle room in terms of like jump rings here, but I'm not going to try to take it off and mess with it because y'all had it done up. You did have it done up so pretty, folks. This is a no-brainer. If you are a vendor, get this if for no better reason, or a jeweler, get this for no better reason than take it apart and make each one of these solitaires. These are so beautifully matched, made, and calibrated. You've got so much articulation there. Look at that. So your whole second row is going to articulate, and then you've got it all culminating. Do we have a different shot that shows more like a front on?
Let me get that.
And this picture doesn't do it justice. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this might be the best deal of the entire show. And we've got some buku of good deals. This doesn't show the transparency that I'm seeing, that fire, that light. That's why I was like, these have to be lab created. They're too good to be true. But no, they're not. Somebody messed up. That's $177.99. You can get this for 5 budget pays of $35.60. It looks like 30 grand all day, every day. Beautifully made, very heavy pieces. Give you an idea of just of scale here. This is sold 108, 07.
7.
All right. So from here to here, we are looking at about a little over 2.5 inches, okay? And then we'll just say this measurement from here to here is going to be over an inch, slightly over an inch. But the picture does not do it justice. This is the quintessential, rich, you'll hear me say this from time to time, pigeon blood red. Fire engine red's good too, but pigeon blood red on this. And the articulation, everything about it is magic. This is it. Look, if you love rubies, $35.60. Oh, by the way, there is a sapphire version of it. Might be a little bit more, but that's definitely worth taking a look at too. But it'll all be at Sold 108 on the website. If you're TikTok, again, can I recap this? If you're TikTok watching us there, that's going to be, click on the bio, the link, and then that will take you to the website. These are extremely limited. We're talking 26 plus carats on the rubies. Do not miss this opportunity. This is something very, very special. And if you're a vendor out there, or if you're a jeweler, this is when you take advantage of this deal, because each one of these well over a carat. And this guy right here, probably looking at, I'd say probably two carats at least, probably 3. So we're gonna move on, but man, is this something spectacular. It's all gonna be in sterling silver, but it's all gonna be dipped in platinum. Absolutely sensational. This is that set off your outfit. Can you imagine just going somewhere and it's a dream. It's a dream. $177.99. Those will no doubt sell out. If I didn't mess it, yep, I did mess it up. All right, so we're gonna move on. That was sold 107, correct?
Yes.
All right. Saki's falling down. Let's get you situated. All right, next up, something we don't see very often, but that I love, and I know you're gonna love it too. This is a ruby cabochon. Typically, rubies will be faceted here and there, but occasionally you get a really, really nice work of art. Now, what I love about this piece is it's got a huge bail. It's got sort of that, this has got to be Bali, yeah, it is. Bali Legacy. This is just right. So we talk about everyday wear. This is going to become your signature piece. It has that sort of, that almost like estate antique look. It's going to be from bail to bottom. It's going to be about an inch and a half. This is gorgeous. 2 carat 25 just on your cabochon there, right? So I'm going to kind of hold my hand. Let me do this. But look at that. Hello. How many do we have? Could you tell me very quick?
We have 9.
There's 9 of these. Okay, thank you. We finally have more than like 2 or 3. Rubies, look, rubies don't stay in our inventory. Ladies and gentlemen, I was excited when I heard that we were going to be doing rubies for you. And all at the same time, anxious, because I know we can't keep rubies in. We can't get rubies. We can't source rubies. Well, we can. But everybody in the world is wanting a premium because they never go out of style. They are always in vogue. They are the king of gemstones. So I'm excited that we at least have a couple of these to go around. Not many, but when I tell you the price, they're all going to be gone. One person, there's no limit to the amount you can get. I probably shouldn't say that to start, because this is $17.99. Did you hear what I just said? This is $17.99. This is a pendant that I don't wear a pendant. I can totally see it. It's cabochon, so it's not gonna get caught on your clothing. It's Bali Legacy, talking handmade, handcrafted from the Balinese people. Say a prayer over every single piece before it goes out. This is a partnership that we had made, which has been so fruitful for all involved, in particular our customers. Because they do work and artisan work and metallurgy that is second to none. Second to none. Fantastic design here. Look at that, almost sort of an Art Deco style, but you've got this sort of really beautiful. This is all in precious metal, sterling silver. You've got these sort of kissing swans or hearts, whatever you want to call it, right there. And then the dual ones down here below. It is magic. All bezel set, going to keep that stone nice and protected. And cabochon, so if you do happen to put it underneath perhaps a garment of some kind, you don't have to worry about it sort of pulling any kind of prongs, sort of, plucking at your cottons and whatnot. And it's got a huge bail, which is going to make it very, very nice if in fact you wanted to wear maybe one of those big Tula Nagas or Bourbadors or one of those Padian style thicker chains that we get with the Bali Legacy. And all the Bali stuff looks great together. That's one thing. It's got that uniformity about it, does the Bali Legacy. If you're not familiar with it, ladies and gentlemen, you kind of just have sort of stumbled upon us, I encourage you to continue watching Shop LC and take advantage of anything that we have in the Bali Legacy collection. Again, all this is in 925. It is substantial. It's not going to come with a necklace. No worries. We're going to give you plenty of opportunities at necklaces, and we sell them online for probably around $20, $30 maybe, like a silver chain that you would normally pay for like $130 or something at the store. But this for $17.99, I can't waste much more time on it because it is that spectacular, and I know it's going to sell out. It's just, are you going to be one of those? It's six of them?
9,
maybe 10, including this one. but it's really, really pretty, and a huge bail too. That's going to accommodate probably up to a 5 millimeter. So if you have a very, very thick silver chain or thick platinum chain, God bless you, go for it. But that is very, very special. That I'm absolutely going to get one for a 2 carat 25 on a genuine ruby. That's a big, big, big YES. All right. It sold 108. Sold 108 for less than $20. There's also a $9 budget page, just FYI. Okay, so sold 109. Now, this is going to be one of our lab created. Oh, stay with me. Lab created rubies have the exact chemical makeup, chemical composition. They are, in fact, gorgeous. They do give you the look and the chromium content that you want, but you can get them for a lot more affordability. Now, do they increase in price? Not as much as, say, a genuine ruby, but because they have the exact chemical makeup, sometimes, in fact, minus any inclusions, they are more durable. They're not as prone to fracturing. But what you get is a super expensive look. Now, here's the deal about lab created rubies. They can be very expensive. In fact, that's what mostly you're going to see if you go out to like your local mall jeweler. You're going to see mostly lab created jewelry, lab created emeralds, lab created rubies, lab created sapphire, so on and so forth. You're going to have to go, and then occasionally you'll look over and you'll see a really cloudy, sort of murky, like a bright, kind of a, maybe not even bright, but a cherry red. That will be your one real ruby. But here's the deal with what you're going to see with most of the lab createds at your mall jewelers, your typical brick and mortars. They still cost a lot of money. This is going to be in sterling silver. It looks like it looks like it has perhaps a platinum. No, this is so reflective. Silver is one of your most reflective metals. This looks like about, I'd say, a $10,000 ring. But here's the difference. At a mall jeweler, you're going to see it for about $400, $500. Here, you are going to get this for $27.99. $27.99. Impossible. It's got that beautiful, almost sort of a David Yurman style mounting there. You've got all of these channel set, we'll call them baguettes. They're almost like princess cut or cushion cut rubies, all set in the channel. And then you've got, of course, your CZs surrounding it, CZs flanking either side of the channel. It's a very classic, it's a very expensive look. If we're talking about the real deal 100% solid ruby, this would cost a small fortune. I'm thinking close to the probably anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. Because you get the color, you get the clarity, you get the cut, you get all that diamond look, but the fact that we're even doing this in sterling silver is wild. So you've got it in precious metal. That shows you how important this is. But the fact you can get it for $7 on budget pay, that makes it a no-brainer. So if you're wanting that very expensive look, but maybe your budget's a little bit tighter right now, or maybe you already have that very expensive ruby ring, a ruby and diamond ring, probably won't look as good as this, but maybe you have one already that you spent a small fortune on, and you're going on vacation. You don't want to necessarily, you don't want to chance it. You're going on a cruise. They keep the cruise ships pretty secure, but you don't necessarily want to go out whenever the cruise ship parks. You don't want to risk losing it. This is a way to get the exact look, and then not have to have all that fear and anxiety that you're going to lose something that's perhaps a family heirloom or something like that. But Lord, does this look 100% like about a $5,000 to $10,000? $27.99. The count that we have on these is 4, probably 3. It says 3. So we're going to move on, just because. But it's substantial too, man. Wow. That's so good looking. All right, so take advantage of that, ladies and gentlemen. There's only 3 of them according to my sheet, which means maybe 4. If it says sold out, you know what? I want to reiterate this because we did have an item earlier that was sold out. You can always call the personal shopper number, and I'm sorry to be a broken record, 877-899-0490. Ask them if there's one checked out. Chris wanted me to ask you because he showed it on the show. Tell him the price that I gave you. And we'll honor that for 24 hours until November 1st, okay? Today is, we're giving you some spooky deals today for sure. Now, these are spectacular. What we have here, Montepuez, Mozambique rubies here, genuine rubies here, and a big look here too as well. Now, typically when we bring you hoops, we don't do a lot of the sort of the gigantic shoulder sweeper stuff here. Occasionally we'll run across them, and those are fun too. Nothing wrong with them. But usually we'll have something that's in the Goldilocks range. This might be slightly outside of it, but in a good way. Because we're talking about just about an inch and a half. About an inch and a half. But you've got all this beautiful sort of scroll work in between. You've got genuine Montepuez rubies here. And we've got some little nice accenting white zircons sort of scrolling throughout. Very beautiful. This is an expensive addition. That's going to keep it nice and secure. It's going to maintain the integrity of the hoop. And these are going to be in platinum over sterling silver. So you've got a very, very expensive look with genuine rubies and 3-carat 40 all together. Now that's going to include a little bit of that 3-carat 40 is going to be in your white zircon. But the majority of that is going to be in these beautiful, just rich red rubies. They go about halfway down here. And then you've got the little locking backs. So those will snap right into place. Stay nice and secure. It's not super duper heavy. I don't think this is going to tug down on your ears, but it will give you that big, sort of nice, bold look. It could be everyday wearable. Absolutely. But the touch of red, and of course, who doesn't love a red gemstone? These are sensational. $247.99. 3-carat 40, ladies and gentlemen. Can we scroll down? I want to give them the exact measurement or exact carat weight on the rubies. And now they do have, like I said, the zircon there, but you're talking 2-carat 76 minimum on the rubies there. All round cuts, all beautifully matched, mated, calibrated, what have you. People are paying a fortune for the Mozambique rubies now. Just full disclosure, people are paying a small fortune. The count that we have on those, we have 14. We have 14 of those. Will they last? I hope they do. I hope they do. Will they go up? They more than likely will. We've got them at less than $250 right now. Genuine rubies. We're not talking about with the Fisher filling. We're talking about 100% genuine rubies here. Now there's going to be some heat treatment more than likely. Just heat treatment is standard. But folks, these are original, a unique design, and something I think you would see in a showroom for probably closer to the $1,000 to $2,000 mark until today. But I'm happy to say we at least have, or did have when the show started, about 13 to 14 of those, maybe 15 in total if you count this one. So again, if those are sold out by the time you're seeing this, or if you're rewatching this as a replay within the 24-hour period, that may have bumped up a little bit higher than $247. I think our everyday price was like $329 or something like that. Then you can call the personal shopper. If it says sold out, call the personal shopper at 877-899-0490. That would be kind of a watchword I'll be kind of going back to a little bit, just because we've had a couple items that were down to maybe the last one or two. Okay, that is item sold 10 what?
10.
Sold 110, and they're spectacular. I mean, yeah, nothing short. Those are dreamy. Oh my gosh. Speaking of dreaming, where could you go to get a ruby tennis bracelet? Well, you could probably find maybe a lab created one for around $1,000, $2,000, and that's for lab created, mind you. That, or maybe, I don't know, maybe your brother's the jeweler. Perhaps you can get it around $700 for a lab created. But when you have an opportunity to get 18 karat 65 on a tennis bracelet, this is 7 1/4. That's all we have remaining. Do we have any remaining before we go too far here?
We just have 9 for 7 1/4.
9. There's 9 of them. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. Ladies and gentlemen, what you have here, each one of these fluoresces. Each individual one of these fluoresces. Each one is not a teeny tiny stone. I've got a very large wrist. Look at the quality there. We're talking pigeon blood red. This looks like $20,000. It should be $20,000. Now this is going to be the Fisher filling, but they were talking about here genuine rubies. Nearly 20 carats worth. We are not even paying for the sterling silver here. It's in a sterling silver blank or mounting here. It's bathed in platinum, going to give it some extra strength. And a very expensive metal, by the way. Most of you know that. It's not a headline. When I saw this last night on our sheets, anticipating the day and kind of looking over what all we had to work with, and the day, or maybe it was the day before, but we had it at $199, or maybe it was even a little bit more than $199. I think it was like $229. All right, let's just say it was $199 for argument's sake. I was over the moon. I was about to use a curse word. I was excited because I was like, that can't be beat anywhere. That can't be beat anywhere. Not for nearly 20 carats of rubies. And now I'm seeing something different. Now I'm not seeing $229 or $199. Now I'm seeing $150.39, a clearance price. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what you call one of the best opportunities. I don't know anywhere on the earth, short of a 5-finger discount or something falling off a truck, that you get that much in genuine rubies of this quality, of this caliber, for $150.39. They've got 187. So worst case scenario, 187. That's still great. But today, this is special prices. It's 10:54 Central Time, right now, on the 31st. Halloween. Don't let this one slip through your fingers. Ladies and gentlemen, if you love rubies, if you have a July birthday, if you know somebody who does, do not miss this one. There's less than 10 of these left. At $150, that is an impossibility. Anywhere else on planet Earth, I don't know why we're giving it away. It's a clearance item. There is nothing wrong with it. This is nothing but right. These go all the way around. They're continuous. You've got plunging insert clasp. You've got double safety latch. Keep it nice and secure. This is easily a $1,500, $1,700 value. Probably more than that. With the right initials, forget about it. But today, you get this for $150. Your budget pay on this is $30.08. Let's just call it $30. So you get this home for $30. You're not going to pay any shipping fees on it because we're at that 50 mark. And then you're going to pay $1 a day for the remaining 4 months. $1 a day. Chris, I can't afford it. Can you afford $30 and then $1 a day? I hate hard selling people. I hate saying, oh yes you can. You can afford it. You can. If you love it. If you don't love it, forget about it. Don't worry about it. I don't want you. I don't want you to get something that you're not in love with. But if you get this, or if you get this as a gift for somebody that loves rubies, they're gonna be blown away. You can't even get a synthetic ruby tennis bracelet for the price of this. These are genuine Nyasa rubies, ladies and gentlemen. Might be the best deal of the show for $150.39, and we've only got 9 of them, or we only had 9 of them. They're probably a lot less right now. There's no limit to the amount you can get. That's an important piece. Lauren, can I borrow you?
Yeah.
See, I've held off as long as I can, but I can't hold off anymore. Now, you got an itty-bitty wrist, so it's going to have some drape here, but I just want to give them, wow, that's going to help. You do have an itty-bitty teeny tiny, but I just want them to see this. I want them not on my hairy wrist, but on your very dainty and more attractive wrist. I want them to see this, like that, ladies and gentlemen. 7 1/4. Little drape. Look, if the drape is a concern for you, ladies and gentlemen, let your heart not be troubled, because you can always get a couple links taken out. Any qualified jeweler can take links out. In fact, it's preferred that you have more rather than less. Look, because then you get a couple links taken out. You can turn that into a pendant. If you have a size 6 wrist, you turn that into a pendant with about 4 or 5 rubies and studs. But don't miss that pigeon blood red, nearly 20 carats. It is the stuff dreams are made of. Fantastic. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I might call on you again here in a little bit, but I wanted to wait to utilize you. I didn't want to really bug you until I was like, man. But I just wanted you guys to see that. That's something very, very special. For $150, forget about it. That is. So, like, any family members that are watching, I'm like, yeah. And I consider all of you family, though, quite honestly. So I'm just being honest across the board. So we're going to move on. But that was sold 111. Sold 111. There's 9 of them left, if there is that even anymore. And guess what? Just FYI, we might have the matching necklace later on. To be continued on the necklace, though, or the tennis necklace. Okay, so what we have here now, will this be a genuine ruby? No es importante. But what is important is you're getting that big ruby look here. You've got all this nice fastening. And what is important is you're not going to spend a fortune. It does look expensive. It does come with a 10 carat, what appears to be a very expensive ruby. Now, this is full disclosure. This is a crystal. But it looks very much like a ruby. Well, Chris, I can't pay, $100 or something like. You don't have to. Today you're getting it for $9.99. $9.99, ladies and gentlemen. That has that deep, rich color. It matches fantastically. For example, with that genuine ruby bracelet you just got, with that beautiful pair of earrings you just got. And it would make a great gift. Christmas is less than 55 days away, ladies and gentlemen. When we're thinking about gift giving, and not breaking the bank, but giving somebody something that they're going to, you know what? That's beautiful. I love that. That's a great look. Giving them that pop of color to go with their turtleneck or their whatever it is, the sweater. That maybe is kind of a neutral, nice fall, neutral colors and everything. This is that piece. Doesn't cost you a fortune. It's over an inch from bell to bottom. The actual ruby, or we'll call it a simulated ruby itself, is about an inch. So to give you a nice big look, you've got nice faceting on there too. You've got that rich pigeon blood red look as well. And, oh, by the way, this is all in sterling silver. That's worth the price of admission right there. Does it come with the chain? No, it does not. Or does it? Doesn't matter. We can sell you a chain. We got plenty of those. That is so pretty. How many do we have?
We have, 1.
Okay, moving on. That's sold, I'm sure. $9.99. Can't beat it. Now, next up, we have this. Ooh. So, years ago in my former life, I worked at a network, batteries, and occasionally we would have a gentleman come through. Very, very high-end designs. He sold, and he would sell items, and they were wildly expensive because they were worth it. They were worth it. Well, fast forward 10 years, and he and I actually did a couple, I think 1 or 2 shows together. Fantastic. Well, we were both kind of young men then, but really fantastic guy. And I never felt worthy because I knew I was in the presence of somebody who was a lot more talented than me. Because I knew it, I could tell just by the designs and everything. Just like, he's kind of had that, that sort of like imposter syndrome with this gentleman. His name was Madani. And we have Encore who has a great relationship with him. We have worked out deals with this gentleman. His company has a long, rich, and storied history of producing some of the finest designs. You can go to the website right now. But they cost a fortune. They're very expensive, and they should be. Until now. What we have here is one of the most elegantly simplistic yet beautiful and strong, richly colored ruby rings you will see in the entire company. Now, this will be in 14 karat white gold. Don't get scared just yet. It's going to come with G to H diamonds, so near colorless. It's a carat 40 of nothing but the best. But here's the good news. It's not going to cost you $5,000. If you go to his website, you will see that the average going rate, and they don't negotiate, I don't think, on the website. Something like this would probably run you close to that estimated retail value. I think we $3,000 to $6,000, $46.89. But look at this. This is for somebody who wants the absolute best. Is it huge, flashy, showy? No. Does it have presence? Yes. It has the strongest presence of any ruby ring you'll ever see. We've got, I know, just from looking at our sheets, and this was last night, I'm hoping we have some left.
We have a total of 10.
Okay, so we've got 10. Okay, good. This is an important ring. This is going to be signed. It is a designer, a very, very high-end designer. This gentleman, he's sort of the finest in the world, from prime ministers to famous celebrities that are household names. And today you can get this for $899. Excuse me. The picture doesn't do it justice. But suffice to say, you've got these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beautifully calibrated, no better rubies you'll find in the world. Only the finest material, only the finest diamonds, and all, of course, in 14 karat gold. That's going to make this sort of that everyday wearable. Between the diamonds at a 10 on the most hardness scale, between the rubies and about a 9, the most hardness scale. That's in terms of scratchability. And then 14 karat white gold. You're talking about something very, very, very important. I can't believe DJ, the producer, left his phone on.
I didn't
I'm just kidding. Had to throw you on the bus there, dude. Nope, sorry. I thought I'd turned it off. That's one of my friends calling me, probably to ask about this. $899, $180 on budget pay. This is an important ring. It might be the most important that we show because in terms of holding, retaining, and increasing in value, This is extremely important. The color is the quintessential, that pigeon blood red ruby. Doesn't show on this. This looks more like it's almost like a maraschino cherry red. Lauren, I'll borrow you.
Yeah.
I think this may fit. Now we only have it available in size 7. But I don't want, I want to say, we call a personal shopper. And DJ, if I could get you to somehow check to see if we could do some sizing, potentially.
Sure.
Because I don't want them to lose the integrity of the signed designer piece. Now, if they take it to a jeweler, that could affect that. So, but I want you to get this one home, ladies and gentlemen. If you love it, if you don't, stand by. But if you do, I don't want you to miss that opportunity. We are down to the final 9 of those remaining. I think that would make a great ring guard if, in fact, you have a beautiful diamond ring.
Then also real fast, I want to show you a comparison for this one.
Yeah, and let's take you out there shopping here. Now this is an emerald cut bezel set ruby. It's a pretty ring. It's $28.99. What it isn't, I'm going to go out on a limb and say what that isn't is a designer piece. What it doesn't have are diamonds, but it is in 14 karat white gold. And it does have the full carat. It's a very pretty ruby solitaire. But it's also $28.99. It's $28.99. This is what you could get, or you could get a signed designer piece that will hold, that will maintain its value, and in fact will more than likely increase in value throughout the ages, and especially as this company continues to grow with the noted and the famed reputation that it has. So that's an opportunity. That's a very limited opportunity. These are last in stock availability. To be able to get anything Madani for under $1,000 is impossible. So take advantage of that opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. That was sold 113. Sold 113. Absolutely sensational. And if you can afford more than one, get them and layer them up, or get them as a ring guard for a beautiful diamond engagement ring, because that would be sensational. All right, so we're going to move on to a little bit larger in terms of the ruby size. Now we brought you this, which was fantastic, yes. That, I think, probably the best deal we've brought you yet. And then we're bringing you this now. These are going to be larger on the rubies. But we're also going to have a little bit of moissanite peppered in there. Okay? So it's really just a matter of taste. These are going to be, again, a little bit larger on the rubies if we're comparing apples to apples from the one that I was so ecstatic about earlier. But this is going to give you a little bit bigger look. It's 20 karat 50. Now keep in mind a few of that will be in these very small moissanite. Well, why would you call them small? Well, they are small, real estate wise, but they're not small. I mean, when you see it, you're gonna see they're not very small. But when it comes to moissanite, you get so much fire, so much bang, so much fire and scintillation and brilliance that you really don't have to have the biggest moissanite in order for them to make the impact that they're gonna make and that you're about to see. Take a look at this. This is $239, ladies and gentlemen. Forget about the $1,600, which I think is too low. It's all going to be in sterling silver, bathed in platinum. Again, you've got very, very rich, deep color in all of those rubies. The moissanite's, of course, going to give you the look of deep, flawless diamonds put in between them. We'll call this a tennis bracelet. Absolutely, it's continuous. And again, you've got the plunge and insert clasp. It's going to be seamless. You've got the double safety latch here, going to keep it nice and secure. You're going to get that big, bold look. Now, if you were looking earlier at that other tennis bracelet, I'm going to kind of show these side by side just because I think that, well, I think they go good together as a matter of fact. But I just want to kind of give you an idea in case you got the other one. just kind of a little bit of the difference here in terms of size. I don't want to be fighting against ourselves. This is probably not a wise move on my part, but just so you know, I want to give you all the information that you possibly need. They're both sensational. But this one is if you do want a little bit of that diamond look. Now, $239.99, this does not in any way, shape, form, fashion, whatever, it is not a $239.99 bracelet. It is, I'm about to tell you, I don't know off the top of my head if it is limited. I'm sure it's limited. But, oh, yep, we have 8 of them. So you're going to have 8 opportunities here, ladies and gentlemen. You've got the moissanite as a secondary stone. You've got all the fire, all the song that it sings. And it goes so beautifully with these absolutely beautifully matched, mated, calibrated. Look at those rubies. And these are big ones. Each one of these could be their own solitary ring. I've got huge fingers. Take a look at that. It looks big on my finger. Just that's an individual ruby there, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that you can get this anywhere below $1,000 is a dream come true. Again, 19 karat 50 is going to be your total weight. That's going to be on your Nyasa rubies. Genuine rubies here, 7 by 5 millimeters a piece, by the way. Scrolling, moissanite is going to be talking about a carat on the moissanite. But again, you get so much bang for your buck with the moissanite. Again, you're getting that look of D-flawless diamonds or better with that moissanite. This is very elegant. It could be an everyday wearable, but it most assuredly could be something you could wear with that when you're getting dressed up, when you're going out on the town, when you have that very, very, that thing you have to show out for, the thing you really want to kind of, well, let's be honest, the thing you want to sort of brag on yourself for, you know, when you, it looks like about $20,000-$30,000, quite frankly. And you're getting genuine rubies, again, all in precious metal. That is a no-brainer, but that is very limited, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to keep that in mind. Very, very limited. I think we had, what did we have, 9?
8.
We have 8 of them, possibly 9 with this one. Let's work under the assumption of the 8. And this was sold 114.
Yes.
Sold 114. So I'm going to kind of reset here just a little bit because a lot of people have kind of come in. I've noticed you coming in. Anybody with any questions, feel free. If I've gone over something too quickly, feel free to say, hey, Chris, slow it down, go back, or would you mind have Lauren model that or whatever. We've got her in studio. Thank you so much, Lauren, for being here. But I want you guys to be live and interactive with us. But just to reset it just a little bit. TikTok, if you're watching on TikTok, you just found us. It's click on the link, the link, and that will take you to where you need to go in order to procure these items. If you're with our Facebook, you're with our Instagram, you'll just, for example, sold 115? 14. Just said it. Sold 114. And then that will get you what you need to get. Really quick, can we go back? I apologize. Forgive me. I just saw something. Okay, real quick, because this is an important point. On that last item, sold 114. I owe it to you to let you know because it didn't. Shame on me. 6.5 inches available, 7 1/4, and we have it in an 8 inch. Yes, I would rock something like this. Guys are wearing tennis bracelets and tennis necklaces. That's the thing. But absolutely have it available in your sizes. If you want that $20,000 look, you've got it. You can tell people whatever. That's your business. But you've got a 6.5 inch, 7 1/4, and is this the 8 inch? They about sold one if they had the 8 inch out here. This is good looking though. Ladies and gentlemen, don't miss that opportunity. $239 with less than a $50 budget pay. 0 credit check, 0 interest. That's a no-brainer. Okay, go for that. That is absolutely amazing. And definitely, take advantage of your budget pays here, folks. With Christmas on the horizon, you know what? I think a lot of people that are watching right now are going to go out shopping. And I hope you're not that person who's out there. You might be watching right now. You might be saying to yourself, I think I'm going to hold out. I think I'm going to wait. I think I'm going to wait a little bit. We'll see. And not to create a whole bunch of urgency, of unneeded urgency, But what I will say is that with Christmas being less, obviously, than 55 days away now or somewhere thereabouts, and with the limited amounts that you've seen here, if you've been watching this show for the full entirety, I would say I'd be mindful that you might not want to miss out on these opportunities, because I don't know that we'll necessarily get more of these rubies in or more of these rubies. We can't keep rubies in. It's very difficult. I like to trick or treat too. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Sybil. Oh, thank you so much. I'm a growing boy, so to trick or treat too. See? All right, but how unprofessional me. All right, so, but yes, I would be very mindful that maybe these might be some of the last opportunities you get with a lot of these, at least before Christmas, and potentially. I mean, I'm sure we can get rubies anytime here. We're very resourceful that way, but can we get them in this price? That is something I'm always very wary of, because I've seen, just in the short time I've been here, I've seen the increase in prices in gemstones and in a lot of these very, very desirable gemstones. So just a little quick note there, and that's all the house cleaning I had to do there, because we've got here 63 carats of absolutely insanely beautiful July birthstone, genuine Nyasa rubies, beautifully matched, mated, calibrated, all that good stuff. Sensational.
My birthday.
Oh, you're a July baby.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a Cancer?
I'm not a Leo.
A Leo.
I'm like right on that border.
Oh, okay, my mom's a Leo. Yeah, she's August 19th. No, yeah. I'm watching. August 19th. So yeah, you must be a late, you're like what, the 30th, 31st?
27.
27, okay, cool. This, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I don't have to tell you. It speaks for itself. You're getting an entire tennis necklace. 18 inches, seems like longer than that. That's about right. 18 inches of genuine rubies. Ladies and gentlemen, if I told you this was $1,000, I'd think, oh my gosh, we're giving it away. It's $479. Please tell me we've got more than one.
We have, where is it?
13.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Okay, that seems like a lot. It is not, because we're doing it for less than $500. You have a $96 budget pay. You can get this home for less than $100. You'll pay more for costume jewelry. Okay, so folks, I'm told we got to move very, very quickly here, but gosh, I got to tell you, this might be, and if you got one of those rings, or the bracelets, excuse me, yes is the answer. A big, big, emphatic yes. Get it. You can get it for less than $100. Plunging insert, double safety latch. We're about to cut it a little bit short here, ladies and gentlemen, just because of the constraints of time. Kind of let time get away from me. But I will say we're going to be back at 2 p.m. Central Time. If there's anything here, and I've noticed a couple that we didn't get to, that we sort of gave short shrift to, including this amazing necklace, we'll make the time for it at 2 p.m. So definitely, though, do not hesitate on what we've shown you thus far, just because, because they're very limited, everything that we've shown you. Now, very quickly, this will be probably our second, if not our last one that I show you. I'm going to go kind of quick. It deserves the time, but I'm going to go a little fast. This is $249. This is Montepuez rubies, ladies and gentlemen. 2 carat 35 on a bangle bracelet. Beautiful mill grain work here. All right, beautiful moissanite. Again, moissanite. Let's not confuse this with a simulated diamond. This is a very, very genuine gemstone. It's lab created though, and it does give you that fire, that sparkle, that brilliance that you get from a deflawless diamond. That's about the closest thing that can sort of rival it, I would say. A VBS1 maybe. Israeli cut diamond. But folks, this is spectacular. Lots of heavy hardware here. It's all in sterling silver, all bathed in platinum. It's $249. You have a $50 budget pay. They're very, very limited. I remember seeing that at least. But we're going to move on. That was sold
16.
Sold 116 on the bangle bracelet. And we have how many left? 12 is what I'm seeing. We had 12 at the beginning of the show. Special pricing today, folks. You can pay $1,000 for it any day of the week. Nice scroll work underneath. That is sensational. You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beautiful rubies. And that's going to accommodate, I would probably say up to 7 3/4. Because I can wear about a 7 3. Yeah, it'll accommodate up to 7 3/4. But it would be a little bit tight. Don't miss that. Fantastic. $50 on budget pay? Locking clasp. Button. Release. Love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's a $1,200 piece all day, every day. You're getting it for $250 less. $50 on budget pay. Take advantage of it. Sold 116. What did you say? 117?
I said 116.
116. Okay, 116. All right. Next up, and possibly one of our last items here, we've got. I love it. I love it. A charm bracelet. Charm bracelets wildly popular in recent years. The problem with charm bracelets is they're expensive. Here you're getting a beautiful little teddy bear. You've got a little buggy, a baby in a carriage. All right, so you got somebody expecting mothers. You've got a shoe. We got a runner in the family. Might even have a little swoosh on it. We're not going to call it that swoosh. You've got a little footprint. There were 2 sets of footprints in the sand. You've got mom here. Now, if you want to, you could clip off any of these that aren't applicable. But why would you? This is adorable. And here's the good news. It's $7.99. We're giving it away. Okay, this is from our Karis collection. Now, you do get a genuine Nyasa ruby there. It's a round cut. That's in that charm right there. This looks like about an $899 charm bracelet at we can all think of the name of that place. It's $7.99. Need I say more? How many do we have?
We have 337.
Okay, so we have enough to feed the masses here. The good news about this is you also have these big round Rolo links. So if you want to attach another charm to it, that's your prerogative. Now, Karis implies that it's either going to be brass or copper underlayment, but you do have that platinum bond on top. So you're getting a very expensive look for pennies on the dollar. $7.99, folks. That's a giveaway. So that's just one of those ones you can kind of buy and give to your granddaughter. You can give to your grandmother if she's a big lover of charms. And you're getting that very, very expensive look with all those beautiful charms on there. You get it for pennies on the dollar. So that's kind of a giveaway price there. All right, so moving onward and forward, we've got, I love this. Okay, so what we're going to have here, you got simulated rubies, but you've got the quintessential ideal look that you want from your rubies. That color is that quintessential pigeon blood red. This is $7.99. $7.99. You cannot look at this ring. You cannot see this ring and think, yeah, $7.99. No, it looks more like with the right initials on it, it looks like a $7,000. You've got a big wide band. It's $7.99. Need I say more? You've got all these simulated diamonds surrounding it. So you got CZs there. You've got red CZs here in the rubies that look like 100% legit. Unless somebody breaks out a jeweler's loop on you, no one would be the wiser. $7.99. How many are there?
158.
158. Okay, we got enough on those. So get this. Look, for that youngster, I'm not sure what sizes we have it in. For that youngster you're wanting to teach, actually, no, don't give it to the youngster. You'll spoil them, because then they'll expect $10,000 rings for the rest of their life. But it does have that $10,000 look. $7.99. That's a giveaway. That's a no-brainer. 100% looks legit. I mean, to the naked eye, I just say, I probably think they were lab created rubies. But a lab created ruby ring like that's going to cost you a small fortune. That's a great get, ladies and gentlemen. We have enough. If you wanted to stack it, maybe, I mean, it's a wide band though. It's a wide band. That's a good look. Tapers off the bottom. You've got open under gallery, but 150 seems like a lot, but make sure that you get it in your size while you can. That's that great kind of go-to if you're not wanting to go out with your very expensive stuff, but you want to have that very, very expensive look.
Real fast. I know it's insane on the web, which is kind of weird, but we have sizes 7 through 9.
Sizes 7 through 9. It doesn't say it on the website, so do we need to call the personal shopper?
Yeah, probably.
You're going to need to call the personal shopper on this one. 877-899-0490. Okay? $7.99. They'll get you those sizes. It doesn't say it on the website for whatever reason. I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to kind of double work you, but totally worth it. And get a couple of them. Get as many as you can. We have 150 something of them. Mm. And it looks so very, very expensive and beautiful. I think that does it for the amount of time that we have.
We can do one more.
Okay, last and certainly not least, we've got a lab created ruby. This is sensational though. This is a gents ring. Or ladies, if you wanted to rock it, why not? There's no rules. But I can tell you, you're getting a fantastic look here. That has this each little sort of a faceted hill design there, right? Lots of sparkle, pigeon blood red. Again, it's that textbook look that you want. This one is going to be in sterling silver. Okay, at $19.99, need I say more? Gentlemen, it's lab created ruby. We're not talking about a CZ that's colored. You've got a lab created ruby. All that entails, that 9 on the Mohs hardness scale. It's the exact chemical makeup. It's in sterling silver. At $19.99, I'm getting one. Now I want to show you this. Look, you've got this nice frosted sort of design on either side. You've got the high polish flanking either side of that. It's a huge lab created ruby. I mean, it's got to be at least a 4-carater. That is everyday wearable, nice low profile for 19. How is that? How is that possible? $19.99. Ladies, get this too. Ladies, this is a power ring. Doesn't have to be exclusively to men. Now it does taper off at the bottom, which is going to make it that everyday wearable. You work in the trades even, to make it where you close your hand and, it's perfect. Oh my gosh. For $20? Here's the catch. There's only a size 10. With the money we saved you, you can get it sized. Very, very sizable. You can size it up or down to whatever you need. Can we scroll down just a little bit though, because it does look like these are white zircons. And then that will be, keep going. Product specifications. 2-carat 48 on your ruby. Again, lab created ruby. Then you got those are diamonds. Those are real diamonds. I do declare. Well, you gotta say more. $20. Ladies, get in on this one too. It's a size 10. That's all we have. Very limited, I'm assuming, since that's the only one we have available left. But
we have like over 200 of that one.
But only in the size 10? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll take it. Yeah, everybody should get this one. This for $20, the sterling silver alone. The silver alone is worth the price of admission. Folks, we're going to be back. Happy Halloween to everybody. Thank you so much, everybody who's already taken advantage and patronizing everything. Folks, we're going to be back again at 2 p.m. Central Time. I want you to be able to check that show out. Anything that we sort of grazed over or didn't gave short shrift, we'll get back to that then. Folks, we're going to have a November birthstone. I know we're still in the month of October, but we're going to have November birthstone and a bunch of different surprises for you on that show. I'll see you at 2 p.m. In the meantime, I want you to check out our Amazon Live. They're going to have a fantastic show coming up after ours here in just a couple short few. And I'll see you in a little bit. Cheers. That's so cool. $20? Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Sterling Silver. Hello. Hey, how are you? So, what are you doing?
Some gold items.
Mm-hmm. Solid gold?
Some, yeah.
Nice. I'm jealous.
Yeah, I meant to tell you sooner, Chris. I completely forgot about that.
Oh, no worries. Did we yard too? Okay, good. Yeah, no,